Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to Warcraft 3 Reforged. Now, do you remember what I said not yesterday, it was like Wednesday, about Warcraft 3 Reforged and how I wouldn't be doing a series on it? Well, let's put it this way, it's taken me until today to play a full match, because, well, yeah, I've just had too many issues with it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming the devs. I went on a bit of a, I wouldn't say a Twitter rant, it was only like 3 tweets worth, but I blame like the higher-ups for this. This is just a skirmish versus AI, so let's take a look and see what we have here, shall we? This is me versus a night elf. Now, I don't know what it will not let me replay vision. Oh, no, there we were. It will not let me replay vision everyone, though. And yeah, it's... there we go. I've never really used the replay vision before. Replay feature before. Come on, send me back to Caldaris, thank you. Damn thing. Right. So yeah, welcome to Warcraft 3 Reforged. This is what it looks like now. The arrow keys do not work for navigation. I'm going to have to use the mouse. That's awkward. Well, I'm going to have to turn the mouse sensitivity up so we can get around a bit quicker, I think. I mean, it looks upgraded in certain degrees. Some of the models are actually quite nice. I quite like the models. A lot of the models. There are a few I don't like. I'm not sure if they're on this map. There's bandits, there's golems. No, I don't think there's any ogres on this map. Well, basically, I don't like the ogre models. The ogre models are a bit too human. They're a bit too small. I sort of expected them to be bigger. I don't know. This guy just looks like a Viking. I mean, look at him. He's got a skull and there's all sort of... his pelts on his shoulder pads, and that's a very noisy. I've just realised the sound settings are really low, so you're not going to be able to hear a thing of this. There we go. No, that's probably a bit better. Now I turn it down on my end. There we go. Right. Okay, let's continue. So, so far, my experience in Reforged has been mostly negative, I am going to admit. It's a very buggy release. And that's personally because I think it's been completely rushed out. Like, so rushed out that this is basically still beta. But, all that said, I do think there is potential here once it is, shall we say, complete. I mean, look at that Death Knight hero. I like that Death Knight hero. I mean, a lot of people have said that a lot of these models are completely over-designed, but yeah, I think I've bumped it up a bit too loud. Yeah. Right.
Summoning is complete.
There we go, that's a bit better, I think. But, yeah, so, basically, a lot of people were saying, oh, the models are so over-designed. Oh, I can't actually see it. There we go. There we go. You can kind of see it. And I can see where they're coming from, but am I the only person that kind of likes models that are completely ridiculously designed? Like, over-designed? I don't know. That must just be me. But, well... I doubt it's just me. There's got to be other people out there that are like that, but still. I mean, A lot of the treants look a bit odd, in my opinion. I don't know. That's still fairly decent. They're a bit more entish, shall we say? They're definitely a lot thinner than they used to be. Well, some of them are, anyway. I've never actually looked at the Night Elf models. I've not played Night Elf yet. I've only played Undead and Orc.
Summoning is complete.
Ugh, sorry, cough. The wisps... I don't know, I've not actually seen a wisp outside of the... Am I setting rally points again? Yeah, I've not actually seen a wisp outside of its sort of, harvesting stance, so... I can't really say about that. I mean, that looks alright, I guess. I don't know, I prefer the original wisps, though. I must admit. But I could get used to it. It's fine. I know people are going to call me like a Blizzard shill or something just for saying, yeah, this is... Like, just for saying that there is potential in this, but I don't know. What really bugs me is that they decided to basically force people to upgrade to this version, even if they didn't purchase Reforged. They're the same client. So obviously things like custom campaigns and stuff like that, you can't play anymore. Got a crypt fiend there. It's looking very spidery. I mean, apparently that's what the crypt fiend was originally supposed to look like, with the 6 legs. But I don't know. Well, that was just completely unnecessary. Why'd I do that? Have I even... Oh, Rod of Necromancy. Oh, I did... Okay, I thought that was, I thought it was later on I got the Rod of Necromancy. Yeah. And then the one gets immediately obliterated by the wizard. That's about right. Alright. Yeah, I'm really bad at Warcraft, so expect poor gameplay. Like, I think I lose... Don't I lose a ghoul here? No, I don't. He got saved right at the last minute. There we go. They're on stealth now. Of course, the animations for these guys aren't exactly smooth. They're still locked frame rate wise. But
Let the killing begin.
I'm not sure if that's an issue with the engine or if... Well, I think it's still the same engine, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not really up to date with the technical standpoints of this, but I managed to maintain a decent frame rate throughout this, by the way. It was only later in the thing that it started frame skipping. And that's the Sasquatch. I don't know about that either. Kobolds I like. I like the kobolds. They look very koboldy. I'm going very heavy on crypt fiends. Did I just death coil? Might have been a ghoul. Hopefully you... Yeah, it must have been a ghoul, because that skeleton's still at, like, no health. I don't know, with all these model improvements and stuff, the potential for custom games is quite high, but, did they... They seriously lost their Sentinel? Sentinel? Huntress? That's pretty poor, computer. That's pretty poor. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so you can't actually see the face in the model. The model is literally just a glowing ball of light. It's more like the original Wisp. Alright. What's going on over here? We're killing the Vikings. And the Renegade Wizards. Like some angry D&D characters. Which I suppose makes sense, because, you know, they're both fantasy. Unless you do that thing where you model a sci-fi universe around D&D mechanics. People have done that.
Complete.
They've taken an expansion. I see. Yeah. There's only so much detail I can sort of go into with my thoughts on Reforged. I've got that annoying bug where I can't actually play the campaign at the moment because it keeps it just defeats me constantly. Well, I say constantly. I tried it once and then gave up. So, you know,
Our forces are under
I'm
attack.
not exactly a font of knowledge on that front. Oh, this is where I start losing my ghouls because I'm an idiot. Yeah, I tried to micro them away and selected both of them by accident. I just sent the other ghoul back in and got him killed as well. And I think he dies as well. Yep, he dies. I think I tried to click on the... At this point I was trying to micro this Crypt Fiend to go into these two so they could... There we go, I managed it. God, I'm like sub-bronze league, I swear. And I'm only just now upgrading my Necropolis when they're already on like a Tree of Ages, I think. Yep, that's Tree of Ages. I can't really tell the difference. Isn't Tree of Ages the second version? I don't know, I'm not a Night Elf player. I can't really remember it. Well, I can't really remember them that much.
Complete.
Oh, Fan of Knives. If I go Warden first, Fan of Knives is always my spell. You got Slippers of Agility. I think I actually did get some Slippers of Agility, but I left them over there because I didn't have... Tree of Life, that's the first one, yeah. So Tree of Ages and then Tree of Eternity, isn't it? God. I did Witty's Warcraft quiz and I got them all right. I should know this. No. I'm mainly an undead player, me. But I just don't have the micro/macro mechanics. Like... I'm still trying to figure out how to do that thing where you attack your own unit and it breaks aggro. I'm still doing it wrong.
Research complete.
Got a Burger King, so I'm just drinking that. Don't mind me. It's a cherry Coke.
Summoning is complete.
I managed to get my order wrong
Summoning
because I was ordering for my family as well, and I asked for 3 chips, and they gave me 2. So that was nice of them. Living idiots. Down you go. At least I know how to use a death coil. Ah, there's my Lich. I like the Lich. The Lich looks cool. Is he gonna stand still or? There we go. I can't rotate the camera. I can't remember how. Yeah, he looks awesome. Looks very It looks very angry, mind you. I mean, the sort of eyes and the very bony, pointy teeth. Yeah, he looks very angry. Meanwhile, Lord Lightstalker here just looks like he's disappointed in you. Like, you know, you gave him 2 portions of chips when you asked for 3. But hey ho. How are the Night Elves doing? They're on 2-1 on their upgrades. I'm probably not even on 1-1 yet. Oh no, I am on 1-1. Okay. And I'm getting 2-1 now.
Upgrade complete.
You know, it took me about 15 minutes to realise I was still on 40 food. Okay, 12 minutes. It's just... I'm not really painting the best picture of my Warcraft 3 playing abilities. I don't know. They got glaive throwers. They look alright. They're very
Complete.
I'm not really sure how that would work. That said, comparing this to real life is probably not wise. Because, let's face it, if you tried to get something... I suppose in real life we would be able to automate something like that, wouldn't we? I mean... I don't know.
Our forces are under attack.
That said, we don't live in a medieval fantasy land, so... Wait, did they just heal?
Research complete.
I swear that Tunneler just got health back. I don't remember there being any kobolds that can heal. Or am I having a funny moment? I think I might be. Okay, what's going on then? Auto camera, what am I doing?
The shadows beckon.
Oh, I'm going over there. Now I'm going here. Where will I go next?
The
Nobody
shadows
knows.
beckon.
I'm focusing on the necromancer. Unless that's not actually my camera, that's just what the game thinks I should be focusing on. It wouldn't surprise me. Stick it up a bit. Actually, I probably should have... gloves are faced. I probably should have paused it so we could take a look at the book, but hey ho. Yes, the mud golems. The bane of any player that doesn't have Dispel. Although they die pretty easily, so who cares really. I never even used these sentry wards, I don't think. But the Illyria's Flute of Accuracy is very useful for the Crypt Fiends. I mean, look, that's +4 damage. That's nothing to be sniffed at. In fact, I think that's why I won this one so easily. Yeah, spoiler alert, I win this one. It's not really much of a surprise to anyone, is it? I mean, it's a medium AI, it's not going to do much. Well, it is going to do much, but... I mean, look, they've got a decent army. They've got glaive throwers, they've got dryads there. Let's take a look at that mountain giant. Looking very beefy. Big hunk of stone.
Research
Gum gum
complete.
gum gum gum. That's what he reminds me of. Then we got the dryads there, whose animations look very strange thanks to the fact they're getting blocked. Oh dear. Oh, they're attacking. They're attacking. Oh, there's the time. There's the time. Ah, it's actually got its own... yeah, because in the base game they were red... Oh, what's going on here? I'm attacking the Night Elves and immediately deciding against it. I probably saw the Mountain Giant and thought, you know what, their army's there, let's not do that. That's probably unwise. And don't they follow me back to my base? Yeah, they're on 2-2. I'm on 1-0 with my bombs and 2-1 with my Crypt Fiend. So I've got a massive upgrade disadvantage. Ah, but they're on 0-0 with the Mountain Giants. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. And I am upgrading my ziggurats. My method of playing undead is basically to build a massive wall of buildings around my base, and I just stick ziggurats behind them,
Upgrade
like
complete.
Spirit Nerubian, Spirit Nerubian, Spirit Nerubian, etc. It's not the most effective strategy when they have siege, but it's not terrible. Then again, assaulting an undead base is not the wisest thing you can do. I mean, they seem to be trying to focus down my Lich, but it just really isn't working. Set off a Frost Nova, and they immediately decide, this was a terrible mistake, and withdraw. I mean, they lost about 3 or 4 units in that engagement, and I lost 0, so... although my Lich is low, until I casted the Death Coil on him. And they lost their Mountain Giant, because I managed to trap him behind a Glaive Thrower. Or in front of a Glaive Thrower. And that other Glaive Thrower goes down. Press the attack! Press the advantage! Take out the Night Elves while they are still weak. And this is when my Death Knight kind of gets... yeah... he got Shadow Strike cast on him, so that's a problem. That brief invulnerability is quite useful, although I should have just gone to... why have I left an obsidian statue there? Anyway, I should have just gone here to the Goblin Merchant and brought a Potion of Invulnerability. Lasts 7 seconds, which is like 70% of the duration, I think. I also thought to turn off my autocast of Raised Dead, so yeah, I got a lot of skeletons all of a sudden. That was very dramatic. Ah, I did actually remember that was there eventually. I've not actually got the Destroyer yet. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know. I think Facebook message. 1 million Facebook messages. No, that's just saying the video chat ended. You know, I'd known that when I hit end chat. What I should have done really is I should have taken those 2 trees down with ghouls or not corpse carts. What are they called? That's the vampire count unit. Meat wagons. That's the thing. That's the thing. Oh, hello. What we got here? We got 4 night elves standing on a farm, a bit of farmland. That's not a good idea. That was very, very silly. You got a period to vitality and a ring of protection +3, but it's not enough because my Death Knight is now level 6. Spoiler alert: I never use my ultimate on my Death Knight because I forgot to get meat wagons with exhumed corpses. I mean, I'm training them now, but I don't get exhumed corpses until I've already destroyed like half the enemy base, so by that point it's a bit late. And I'm kind of playing with fire with my Death Knight. I should have got... I should have really got... what's it called? Is it Death Pact? The Death Knight's second ability is X ability if you're on grid hotkeys like myself. That's one thing I do like about Warcraft Reforged too. It has grid hotkeys natively. It takes a little while to get used to considering I've been playing with the classic hotkeys for so long, but yeah, it's fine. So let's see that. That's quite the contraption, isn't it? It's even got a... I wish I could turn it around. I wish... Is it page up? No. Is it insert? It's insert to rotate the camera. Oh shit! I'm streaming. Turn it off. Turn it off. Jesus! Don't do that. Right. So I've said one of those hotkeys. That's why I start streaming button. Oops. Dear. Oh well, that's going to confuse my subscribers, isn't it? So yes, if yesterday, that being Friday evening around 9 o'clock, you saw a stream notification, just ignore it. I didn't mean to do that. Ooh, his arm fell off. Ooh. I mean, it's just a hunk of stones. Why is it that on the minimap those buildings are still displayed? You can sort of see them on the minimap there. It's weird. What is that? Oh, I'm finally taking my expansion at 22 minutes. That's some grade A gameplay right there. Alright, what's going on? Looks like I'm pressing the attack again. Oh dear. And I've left my obsidian statue behind, of course. Even that's very spiky teethed, isn't it? There seems to be a lot of spiky teeth. Ah, he's got spiky teeth. Does he have spiky teeth? No, he's just coughing. Clearly that is me in the Warcraft universe. He's not got spiky teeth. Or at least he's not showing his teeth. That stare of perpetual disappointment. God, I hate spiders. So crypt fiends are like... Ugh. Well, I say I hate spiders. I hate arachnids and I hate... like bees and wasps. Basically, I hate most small natural things. Abomination is very abominable. It's very odd looking. Well, I suppose it's supposed to, isn't it? And it's got its spine poking out. That can't be good. And it's got its... I'm pretty sure I just saw its intestines flying around. Oh no, that was just... Its belly is exposed though. It's basically a follower of Nurgle. I mean, heck, it's even got plague cloud, so, you know. And amongst all these undead is just that one forest troll berserker that I got at the beginning, I've got to mention. He actually did some work for me. He did some pretty good work. He definitely earned his pay, that's for sure. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, I got skeleton mages as well, haven't I? I love the look of the skeleton mages. They're just... I don't know what it is with me and undead. I just really like the concept of undead. It's really cool. That's why I play the vampire counts. And Coast. And Tomb Kings. And in this, the undead. And the Necrons. And you get the point with that. And again, on the minimap there's something there. It's sort of around there, I think. It's still being displayed, but it's not actually there. That's what I realised. Oh, they'd gone behind me. Because yes, I did get a crystal ball, and I did use it to some very decent effect, I believe. Unfortunately, I did not level up my Lich. Not that he actually needed it in the end. Because the AI really didn't put up much of a fight. I don't know if the AIs had some sort of downgrade, but I seem to remember them being significantly harder. Oh yeah, this is where I forgot that A wasn't attack move anymore, it's patrol. But yeah, R is attack move when you're using grid hockers. Undead necromancer. I like that staff. It's a very nice staff. And it's gonna get me out, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh yeah. I think that went quite well. One day I shall get rid of this cough. Once I remove my throat. Oh well. Is that what the hell happened here? Yeah, this game is it has some issues, to say the least. But it's a hell of a lot more stable than it was yesterday. They've not done an update on it yet. It's probably because everyone's just, refunded it. So there are a lot less people playing. I mean, you should see... No, that's my friends list. I mean, you should see the Warcraft... the standard Warcraft chat that you join when you first log in. It is toxic as hell. I'm not blaming people necessarily. I know it is a massive rush job, and you are well within your rights to refund it, but wishing harm on the developers is going a bit far. That's just not called for at all. Because like I said at the beginning of this, I really don't blame the developers. The developers are just trying to make a game. It's the higher-ups that probably aren't even gamers that made the decision to release it in the state that it's in. But hey, so, cool your jets a bit, please. Don't go threatening the developers or hoping that they get... What's that latest virus has been going around? Was it norovirus or coronavirus or something like that? That one. Don't go wishing that they get it, because that's just... Like I said, I see potential here. There's a lot to be worked on. There are things that are broken, such as this. I'm not sure if it's going to do it this time, but if I go to, let's say, the campaign, try and play the Scourge of Lordaeron, play Defense of Stormbrad, I'm on hard difficulty, but just watch, it's going to work this time perfectly, and I'm going to look like a massive idiot. And you can continue. Of course it worked first time. Well, I'll play that later. But there is a bug where it just basically kicks you out straight to the defeat screen. As soon as you hit... to go into the game. I need to finish the prologue campaign first. Because the prologue campaign does actually have the 3 demo campaigns, demo missions. So that's a bonus. The thing I'm looking most forward to is probably the Rexar campaign. Assuming that is actually in this. I mean, I assume it is. There's 3 there. So that would be 4. So that would be Reign of Chaos. That would be where Reign of Chaos ends. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I have 5 campaigns there. Is there an extra campaign? No, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where Reign of Chaos ends. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So Rexar campaign is here. Whether it's complete, I don't know. But given the rate at how fast streamers are going through this, yeah. Let's hope it is, because they're going to be they're going to be reaching it quite soon. But yeah, I mean, it's a disappointing game. Don't get me wrong, it is disappointing. There are so many things that could, there are so many things that could be better, but I don't know. I'm happy but not happy. I'm not happy, but I still feel let's give them some time to work on it. If you wish to refund it, again, by all means. It has been horribly missold. Like, the things that they said were going to be in this, that are not in this, is ridiculous. I'm not defending them in any way, shape or form. But, let's just calm down. Wait for their statement. If their statement is basically, no, fuck you, you will enjoy this, and you will, stop moaning at us about it, then we can go full force on them. For now, let's focus our rage towards the higher-ups, who decided that this was ready for prime time. And let us wait and hope that this is updated soon to make it a hell of a lot better than it has been released in. Because the release date is exceptionally poor. But, well, I don't know. Let's be calm is all I'm saying. I've seen people, like I said, threatening developers and all that, but I can only repeat myself so many times. And this video has now reached 33 minutes. So I have talked about this enough. Also, they should have kept the 2 versions as separate branches, so they shouldn't have forced people to update to this version. They should have kept this version separate from the classic version, so that people could still play custom campaigns and stuff if they wanted to. Because obviously, there is no way to play it here. But yeah. Fingers crossed that content does come shortly. Fingers crossed that improvements and all that sort of thing does come. But until next time, I have been Caldaris. Goodbye.